EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Cody Parkey now, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! 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 Detroit!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop. Boy, C.D. Mack, just from day one, he's looked so good in a Bears uniform, literally and figuratively. And some Raiders fans watching this saying, oh, I wish we had him on our team.
Yeah, just about every Raiders fan saying, he looked a lot better in silver and black. Why don't we still have him? But in Chicago, immediately comfortable, fit right into their defensive scheme. They said, go get the passer, and that's exactly what he's done. Leonard Floyd, another first-round pick coming from the other side. He has really helped Chicago get off to a great start, and they love how he disrupts teams' offenses.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Now Cohen. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Throw left side, taken in by Miller. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
You see it? You see it?
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Off the toss, Cohen. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
You see it? You see it?
Throwing here, Trubisky. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Trubisky to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears 1st down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They run. This is Cohen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
This is Howard on second down, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up first downs.
Now they'll run it with Cohen, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. On third and goal, Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson from 4 yards out. And the Bears are in for 6. Parkey with the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here's Parkey now set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Before this next drive gets going, we need to discuss the Hall of Fame inductees. There will be 8 in the 2019 class. We got Champ Bailey, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law. Who else am I forgetting in there?
Well, how about a big guy, a lineman, Kevin Mawai, who was absolutely terrific in his career. How about Ed Reed with the Baltimore Ravens and the great job he did in the secondary there? Pat Bowlen. Gil Brandt as contributors, the owner of the Broncos and the longtime scout with the Cowboys. And I love the senior committee bringing in Johnny Robinson, the safety with Kansas City.
Tony Gonzalez was a first ballot guy. And, of course, when I hear Ty Law's name, you think, wow, he started this great Patriots dynasty that we're still living in.
You're exactly right. And the Patriots, with all of their championships, probably underrepresented in the Hall of Fame.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. More from Cleveland after this.
Gone!
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Leonard Floyd coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
3rd and long for Mayfield. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's going to look deep for Perriman. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big play there for the Browns. 45 yards. First down, Mayfield. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and now it's second down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. On second down, Mayfield again. And fights through one man. Still churning. Brushing. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an
names for
interception.
different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Back to it after the pick six. Mayfield. Throw left side. Caught by the tight end Njoku. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
From the gun, Mayfield. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. A good pickup there at 22.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They go play action here on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
18.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Detroit! Detroit!
Final play of the half, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Hey, 18.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. They'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Run! We're go! Red, up! Hey, 18. 18. Right.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Gone!
2nd down, Mayfield. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Eddie Goldman able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Mayfield, and the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Gone!
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. Got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
He gets it left side to Johnson. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Lucky 56.
A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into right protection.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
To throw, Mayfield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
A give. This is Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, 15 yards. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown.
Let's go. 319. 319.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be second and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12.
18. 18.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. Flush to his right. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Bears on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12.
18.
Now it's Trubisky. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Mayfield on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's caught to Charles. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Second and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Mayfield off the play fake. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They run. It's Johnson. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Hugh Jackson rolls the dice, but it doesn't work for him. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. This is Cohen. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he gets it down to the 32. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Let's go, let's go. Come on, gotta go, gotta go. Move.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On first, they go right back to Howard. Now a timeout called defensively by the Browns, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So 2nd down, and this defense certainly going to sell out to stop the run. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. They try again with Cohen. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that'll push the lead up to 8. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. He'll look to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
One last shot from Mayfield here. He's going to let it fly. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Brashad Perriman finding the end zone on the game's final play. And the Browns move back within a couple of the lead. No time on the clock. Are we going to overtime, or does it end right here? Now we're going to get a timeout here, and I believe it was called by the defense. And if that's indeed the case, they'll be out of timeouts for the remainder of this second half. The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the two-point conversion to tie the ball game.
Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it is caught. They got it. So a touchdown and the two-point conversion with no time remaining. And we're off to overtime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
Gone! 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 Gone!
First down, Mayfield. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll bring it. Down at the 27-yard line.
Oh, yeah!
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
On second down, Johnson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face a third
All right, now,
down.
lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit. Detroit.
From the gun, Mayfield. Hard throw, incomplete. The temptation to go For it, probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Fourth down, Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.